that you had been homeless for the year, and
a year went by. I didn't have anywhere to go, but this past 7 months, I stayed in my car.
There's a quote that I recently formulated, and it goes as such: not all heroes wear capes, and not all bums live under bridges. Some live in their cars. So this guy right here in this picture, more than likely you don't recognize him, but he's a guy who goes by the name of TeeJay Holmes. He's a 400 hurdler, and according to him, he made 4 Team USA teams. And people often watch my videos and they say things like, oh, you weren't fast enough to make this team, and you're not fast enough to go to the world championships for the United States, and blah, 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 and this and that. But y'all just heard this man say he made 4 teams and he lives in his car. So why would I want to follow suit? But that's neither here nor there. So the Olympic trials is coming up in the next few days, and the entries closed last night or 2 nights ago when this video comes out. And there's an entry window in which you have to run a certain time to get into the trials. And it's from July of last year until June 1st or something like that, or June 9th to this year. So that's like the qualifying window. This guy, TeeJay Holmes, haven't ran fast since 2018, 2019. So he felt like he's going to enter a time from 2019. And as soon as he entered that time, and granted, you got to pay $55 to enter a time. He entered that time and they rejected his ass instantly because it was outside of the qualifying window. But common sense will tell you don't pay $50 to enter a time that was 5 years ago, because clearly your road ass not going to get in with that shit. But he did it anyways, and then he took to social media afterwards, after his rejection. And let me just say, bro, I hate these type of people. After he got rejected, he posted on his story, he said, y'all funny, keep the $50. As if that they didn't have a no refund policy on their page. You wasn't getting your $50 back to begin with. And then he said, be ready for next year. Y'all will go bankrupt. USATF, Team USA. Brother, they've been in business all these years. They ain't went bankrupt. They ain't going bankrupt. I just hate guys like this, like who act like this. You know that your ass was rolled, and you felt like since you ran fast 6, 7 years ago, back when Abraham Lincoln was still alive, that somehow had any weight now. You didn't make no money running fast back then. You ain't gonna make no money running slow as fuck right now. Just get over it. Move on with your life. Whatever degree you got in college, utilize that shit to elevate. But instead, you trying to hang on to this track shit where you been running slow as fuck since I started running track. And then on his next story, he proceeded to say that trip is a waste of money anyways. Most of them make the final, won't get a sponsor. Y'all know how it go. Y'all don't help us, we help y'all. The world's best team with no money to help their athletes. But you already knew this, though, before you even signed up. And why the trip is a waste of money now that you got rejected? Was it not a waste of money when you signed up, when you paid that money to sign up for that waste of money ass trip? This just like when you see a girl that's bad and you be like, damn, she bad. Let me go shoot my shot. And you go shoot your shot and she rejects your stupid ass. And you be like, damn, bitch, you was ugly anyways. Oh, now she ugly type shit. Now USATF ugly type shit. Ah, what a guy, man. But we're going to proceed to the next story. Now TeeJay Homeless is feeling entitled. He said, I can't believe we actually paid a run at Olympic trials / USA trials. Well, brother, you done did it 5, 6 times, so start believing it. The top 30 athletes should be invited for free to compete for a spot on the team. The athletes bring in a revenue. We could get paid a percentage of ticket sales where the reason stadiums are packed. I've been a part of Team USA and USATF since 2014. Things need to change. Well, guess what? It's their plantation. They can run their plantation the way they want to run it. And you slaves going to continue to participate because you don't know no better. So while you feel like they should do this and you feel like they should do that, it's their business. So they're going to run it the way they want to run it, whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, go do something else. Nobody is forcing you to run track for free. That's the reason you was living in a car to begin with, because you love track so much. But I proceeded to his story, and I just left some laughing emojis because I did find that funny. Like, it was like, damn, that's true, but that's funny. Then bro so insecure, he started going off on me. He said, hopefully you make the final. I was like, what the fuck? Hopefully you can afford to make it to the meet, because last year at USA's, bro was talking about how he was living in his car. I was like, and I went to the page to see the entries, and I seen he got rejected because I didn't even watch his whole story. I just seen he got rejected. I'm like, dog, get the fuck out of here. You on here talking like this, and your ass couldn't even get accepted into the meet? Like, let's be serious. Now, I could see if it was a person like me that didn't get accepted. Like, I don't really give a fuck about this track shit. Like, I'm not getting paid to run track. Like, but you on here talking crazy, and you couldn't get into USA trials? Let's be serious. Then this man proceeded to say, if I go or not, I've already made 4 USA teams. And I proceeded to say, no one gives a fuck. You've accomplished nothing. Matthew Boland literally has more medals than you. Like, why are you bragging? This man say he made 4 USA teams. Like, that was something to brag about. You made 4 USA teams and you live in your car. Like, what are we even talking about? There's no financial incentive of making a USA team. So why would I want to do something like that? Why would I want to obtain such goal? That's never been a goal of mine. Running track has never been a goal of mine post-collegiately. So you bragging about making all of these teams, you ain't got shit to show for it, no money, no medals. Like, anybody who has made all of these teams, been running all of this long, and if Matthew Boling has more medals than you, what the fuck are you even talking about? Get back in the field or go get a goddamn job, because it's not looking good for you. And then this is the moment where this man started talking crazy. The craziest thing on this whole entire message is when bro says, stop using me for clout. Who the fuck are you? No one knows your name. I'm the star here. I remember I made a video about bro living in his car like a year or two ago. Video did like 100,000 views. And let me tell you, it didn't do 100,000 views because of you. It did 100,000 views because of me. I've already done 200 million views. And like I said, I started hating, now everybody hating. Can make a video and make anybody famous. They say get in my heat. Do I look like Noah Lyles? I made 50 racks from talking. I ain't doing no racing. Fuck is we talking about? He said you will never be nothing. Brother, I cleared over $100,000 off the internet alone last year while you were living in your car. Anyways, he said, now post that. All right, cool. I'm posting it right now. He said, definitely don't live in a car. I have a home and over 7 careers. You naming people that don't even know you exist. I literally said Matthew Boling has more medals than bro. All I want to know is, how the fuck does Matthew Boling not know I exist? Like, that's when this man just starts saying anything. You click it, people who we follow. Oh, boom, there go Aaron Brown. How he don't know I exist, but he followed me? How he don't know I exist, but I talk to this man all the time? Type shit. We both from Texas and some more shit. But anyways, let's proceed. This man said he got 7 careers. He said something similar to that in an interview where he said he lived in a car. You had 7 careers then, but you were broke as fuck and couldn't get a goddamn house. You didn't have no shelter, TeeJay, homeless. So why aren't these 7 careers lucrative? Then this man proceeded to say, make it to the world-class stage yourself. Even as a homeless man, you will never be on my level. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. If making it to the world-class stage, quote unquote, has no financial incentives, you're broke as fuck and you get no money for it, why would I want to do anything like that? And in that message, I pretty much said, why would I want to get on your level when your level is so damn low? You made 4 United States teams, got no medals and got no money. Is that some shit we really want to be like? So at the end of the day, you got to realize, despite you making all of these teams, you weren't shit. And you would never be shit in this track shit. You just mad you could never be a Karsten Warholm. You could never be a Rob Benjamin. You could never be an Allison Dos Santos. You will forever be TeeJay Homeless. A guy, when the name is said, no one knows who you are. Your name doesn't ring bells. Even amongst track people, even amongst 400 hurdlers, your name does not ring bells. You ran track from 2014 to now. That's 10 years post-collegiately, and you've accomplished nothing. You made no money. You don't have to move from coach to coach thinking the coach is the problem the whole time. You was just ass. Remember, the last time you went to a USA Championships, you ran slower than Sidney McLaughlin ran the same championships in the hurdles. She ran 52:51. You ran 53. So at the end of the day, you got to look in the mirror and know who you are. You're TeeJay Homeless, and you're talking crazy to Aaron Brown. Your goal in life was to become a pro track star, and you failed at it. My goal in life was to become a social media content creator, and I'm successful at it. I've been on multiple TV shows. I did a Nike Olympic commercial, and I'm not even a Nike athlete. You were a Nike athlete, and you could never even get in a Nike Olympic commercial. You could never even make an Olympic team. So, brother, if there's any other questions, concerns, or anything that you have, don't hit me up. I think your local Whataburger is hiring. Your local Raising Cane's is hiring. Your local hotel is hiring. Everybody's hiring. Go fill out applications. Update your LinkedIn. Because this track shit is not lucrative for a motherfucker like you running 53 seconds over hurdles. Give that shit up and go get some goddamn bread and get out that hot motherfucking car. It's the goddamn summertime. You gonna be cooking in that bitch if you keep it up.
That you have been homeless for the year, and to me that's something that I want to touch on, because there is a lot of athletes that are going through a lot of changes right now within track and field. So I just wanted to talk to you about that and get to know a little bit more.
Yeah, so ever since 2015 I transferred to Florida and I was training there, and then after last season, well, Nike cut my contract, and then they were supposed to give me a contract to go to Texas because I wasn't on good terms with my former coach. So I was waiting for them to send the funds, and time passed and passed. I signed the contract in April. I was supposed to be going to Dallas in May to train with Boogie Johnson. I didn't get any funds until October. My lease was up in June, so I got evicted. And then basically I went back home to St. Petersburg, Florida, and stayed with my mom and continued to train until U.S. champs came up. So I had to do what I could do and what I knew. I mean, I was always my coach in high school, and then when I got to college, they taught me how to alternate at Baylor. So when I went to Florida, it wasn't really much that I needed to know except for Coach Holloway changed my blocks. But yeah, and I trained with Karan and Eric. But yeah, basically a year went by. I didn't have anywhere to go, but this past 7 months, I stayed in my car. And then I recently moved to Jacksonville, and I've been just training there at a private Christian school where a couple of heptathletes and decathletes for Team USA train. So I was there with them for the past couple weeks. Yeah, so it's been tough, but I keep pushing. I'm not going to give up. It's not that difficult. I wish I could have advanced to the next round, but I still have things I can fall back on. I'm a photographer, a model, an agent. I have a clothing brand for his Florida utility, 4HGU. The website will be up and running next week. There's about 25 items